Life insurance secures your children's financial future, covering their upbringing, education, and daily needs, even if you're not there to provide. Marriage intertwines finances with shared expenses and debts. Life insurance ensures that if one spouse passes, the other isn't solely burdened by these obligations. A mortgage is often a family's largest debt. Life insurance can pay off the remaining balance, ensuring your loved ones keep their home free of that financial burden.
Hungry for flavor that's muy delicioso? Come on down to Two Amigos Mexican Restaurant, right in the heart of Barberville, Kentucky. At Two Amigos, you'll always be greeted with fast, friendly service and a smile that feels like family. From sizzling fajitas to cheesy enchiladas and fresh-made guacamole, every bite is packed with authentic Mexican flavor that will keep you coming back for more. So grab your friends, your family, even your co-workers, and visit Two Amigos Mexican Restaurant, where great taste and good times meet in southeastern Kentucky.
Located at 511 South Main Street, Corbin, Kentucky, Sugar Booger's Custom Cakes has been bringing delicious treats to the Tri-County area for over a decade. Whether it be a cupcake, cookie, cake pop, brownie, or a signature one-of-a-kind custom cake that will be the star of any event, Sugar Boogers has you covered. Easy online ordering with polite, knowledgeable staff guaranteed to make each experience easy and stress-free. Go check them out on Facebook or give them a call for a free estimate. Sugar Boogers Custom Cakes for all occasions, 606-344-6595. Woo, woo.
Are you a jerky jerk?
You're holding it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Just give me 1 second.
RJ's Beef Jerky. Real jerky for real jerky jerks.
Can you give me a piece?
Yeah, of course.
Step into Harvey's on Main, where your most cherished moments come to life. Located in the heart of downtown Corbin, their stunning ballroom sets the perfect stage for weddings, receptions, and celebrations of every kind. Relax and prepare for your big day, designed with comfort and elegance in mind. From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, Harvey's on Main offers a rustic, timeless atmosphere that makes every event unforgettable. Your day, your way. Celebrate with Harvey's on Main.
In a world where feelings are protected and men have traded big, beautiful beards for man purses and man buns, comes to you a podcast you always wanted and never knew you needed. A podcast where feelings are left at the door and conversations happen unfiltered and no sugarcoating. What is going on? Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever streaming platform that you are watching us from tonight. We are so happy you're with us. We've got a great show ahead of us.
That's right. And we're bringing this to you with a joyful, excited face on. Okay?
You look excited.
Well, our producer said to make sure we look excited.
So Ronnie's not with us tonight. He's got the crud. He's dealing with that. But we've got an amazing fighter with us tonight.
She's gained a lot of attraction. I heard she's doing a new fight, not with the Redneck Brawl.
She's not separated from, just with another organization doing a fight, correct?
Yeah.
Now, and what's really awesome is that she's super talkative.
Yeah, tonight.
Super talkative.
I've had to tell these two 3 times already, hey, let's stop the conversation so that we have conversation for the show.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Twisted Tea with us tonight.
With the 20-second delay.
With the delay.
Yeah. What do you guys want to jump into first?
Yeah, you're ready.
What do you guys want to jump into first?
Introduce yourself first.
I'm Twisted Tea. I'm from Richmond, Kentucky. I just now started doing this whole boxing thing here recently, but I'm excited for new fights, new opportunities, get my name out there.
We're so excited to have you on tonight. Like, we did the 606 podcast, and there was like trying to get 25 people in the frame to talk.
Yeah.
And you kind of got overshadowed a little bit.
There was so much testosterone in that room, I didn't know what to do.
It was like Daryl Hinkle himself was standing in the center of it.
Yeah, there was 2 girls there, and that was it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, and I was trying my best to handle the whole
Everyone,
situation.
yeah.
And it, like you said, there's so much testosterone. I was like, I started just telling people, shut the
I mean,
crap up.
Big R alone has enough testosterone to fill a room, you know?
Yeah, he does.
But
That
He's
he
so
does.
comical, yeah.
He is. He's
we
he's
love
hilarious.
Big R, yeah.
I've loved working with him, and promoting his videos and
Yeah.
stuff. God, he blows up on TikTok and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, he gets amped up. Like, he's into it, buddy.
Yeah. Well,
But-
have you read a lot of the comments and stuff that he gets on his videos? Oh, they crack me up. There's so many people, calls him out, tells him he's nothing but a faker and all this and that, and then there's other people hyping him up, and
That's the thing about fighting. Like, everybody looks at something and they're like, this is so easy. I could do this. I could go in here and I could, They put them 1-pound gloves on you. You have to wear them 35 minutes before your fights. So, like, you're sitting there, your adrenaline's going, you're thinking about everything. Your hands are heavy. You can't even breathe already when you get into the ring because your adrenaline is so high, But people think it's so easy. They can just go out there and just do it, get everything that they want, It's not as easy as it looks,
No, it definitely is.
Especially in front of, like, 16,000, 18,000
well,
people, I think that
no
was
one
there.
ever explains behind the scenes either.
Yeah.
So from the outside looking in,
Oh, yeah.
the general public doesn't know.
Yeah, it's different. Where this was my first one and there was such a large crowd there, it freaked me out. Like, at first, like, behind the curtain and stuff, I was good. I was calm.
You got your first shout out. Faith Lynn says she
Hey.
loves you.
Yeah, that's my best friend from Ohio. She's actually doing R&B for the next one. She
Awesome.
can get a fight.
We'll get into that. I'm sorry for interrupting. I just want to give you a shout
You're
out.
fine. But yeah, it's different. There was so many people there. I was good until I got in the ring. Once I got in there, it was so loud where you're dead center in front of all of these people and alcohol. People are wasted, drunk, screaming, everything they can. And I don't know, like, I think my nerves got the better of me, but that third round I really, like, locked in. Her head was, like, on a swivel. That's all I could see, all I could hear, was her. It was good.
No, like you were seriously landing on that third round.
Yeah, that was the thing. I tried to stay covered up more, but so when we left, my plan was to leave out the day before we had actually left. The next day I was going to get up early, get my hair braided, we were going to head out. That was the plan. It came a blizzard. So I'm like watching out the window and I'm like, if we don't leave now, there's no way we're going to get out of here. Because it's a good 3.5 hour drive. So I'm like messaging the like group we're going with and I'm like, everybody pack your stuff. We got to go tonight.
Right.
So I didn't think, left my mouth guard, my shoes, my hair wasn't braided. I was so unprepared. Like, and I got in there in the ring and where my hair was just, I had it braided from myself. My hair was just all in my eyes, couldn't see anything. And then she caught on to that and was like taking her gloves and putting it, and I'd have to, every time I would go like this, which they didn't clip it in the videos, but every time I would go like this, she would hit me and I was like, damn. So like I had to keep my head down. If you keep your head up while you can't see, you're going to get knocked out,
Right.
So.
Well, it looked like she just tried to position herself where she was just holding her arm over your head the entire fight.
That was the thing. Like, I woke up the next day and I was like, why is my neck so damn sore? The back of my neck, she was elbowing me through the whole fight, like dirty fighting, and I didn't know until I had watched the video back, but I was like, my face ain't even sore, She ended up leaving, I think. I don't know where she'd went, but she left immediately when the fight was over. Her face was pretty damaged. Like, on one side, she was bruised from right here really bad. I don't know if she had to go get looked at or just didn't want to be around people, but she ended up coming back and talking to me, and she was like, your jab is crazy. She was like, you really like shocked me.
Well, that's something I've kind of taken away from a lot of the redneck brawl fights, is even though there's a lot of crap talking at the beginning, when it's over, everybody's just respectful.
Yeah.
So
For
mostly,
the most part, yeah. that was the thing with a lot of the fighters there, especially R&B. Like, it's a show. You're there to play a character. You have to get into that character phase.
And that's what
And
I
I
said.
struggled with that so hard. And a lot of people get on there and they talk shit about people and they're like, oh, look at this guy. He's just nothing but a redneck. That's what sells. Like, they're not going to put you on that show if you ain't ready to talk shit or, you know, be able to walk the walk. They're just going to pass you by. If you don't do something that stands out, they ain't going to make you on there. You're not going to make it.
You know, you're right. It's 100%. You get on there acting goofy. Like, I was showing Jericho a video of a guy chopping down a tree that said F Canada with a thong on.
A thong?
Yeah, throwing his arm over the president. I think he even had a cape.
That was a good one, though.
And it was a great video. Like, it was real. It was so good.
You got to show me that.
And I was like, my goodness. This guy is bringing the heat to Canada. Like, when the video was over, didn't he swig like a bottle of maple syrup or something like that?
Then a maple syrup.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this guy's 100% going to get the fight.
Oh, yeah. Somebody in Canada's going to call his tail out because he bashed them good.
I think that's going to be a big event. I really do.
It is. I mean, 2 main events in one night.
Yeah.
That's going to be big.
It's going to be big for sure. The crowds are so rowdy there too, man. Like, actually, I remember after one of my fights, I was there supporting JD, and whenever I had walked back out, some drunk guy literally, like, kind of grabs me and gets my attention. He's ringside, and he's an older man, could barely stand up on his feet.
Barrett
mind
Freeman?
you. No.
Just teasing.
No, but he could barely stand up, you know, and I'm looking at him and he goes, take your ass back to the loser side where you belong or something like that. And at this point, my hands are still taped up, but the gloves are off and stuff. And I literally got like this close to his face and I was like, fuck you, buddy. And his wife was sitting next to him and I was like, you want me to beat the hell out of her? And she was like, what did I do? And I was waiting. I was like, somebody has to clip that somewhere. Like, that has to be somewhere on the internet. I want that. But
well, you were noticeably upset at the end of the when they called the winner.
Yeah, you can tell it walking out of the ring. You was upset.
I can't remember his name right now. Georgia Outlaw. That was the guy that was working my corner. So we wasn't fighting. We weren't talking about fighting strategies or nothing. You know, I was just kind of like, I was like, my hair's in my face, and he's like, that's part of it. You know, like you got to grind, do what you can do. And I was like, so who's winning? And he's like, right now you are. So that's when, like, they didn't clip it in the video, but I stand up and I start dancing, you know, with the crowd. I wasn't winded, you know. At that point I was calming down. This was like in between the third round. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm winning. Like, you know, I got more points up on her on the board. Because that's what I was more worried about. Because I didn't understand how the points really worked at first, or how.
And I don't believe that you even said that you were going to do a knockout first round, like, you know, like the weigh-ins.
Yeah, I had no predictions for anything, you know, because I knew I've seen her videos, you know. I knew she had some smoke behind her, but you never want to go into a fight talking like big game, you know. But he was telling me that I had won, I was winning and stuff, and I was like, so I did good. And then that third round, that last hit, like, I seen her eyes roll back in her head, and I've never like KO'd somebody before. And I knew, I was like, but I froze, you know how you're supposed to like keep hitting. I froze because I was like, oh shit, I really hurt this girl. Like, I seen her eyes go back, her stance went wide open, and she starts hugging me so that she didn't fall. Because if she would have fell, I think on the fight card they said it was like 2 points difference on who won. That's how close it was.
Right.
If she would have fell, I would have won. If I would have just kept hitting her, and I would have.
If you would have had that killer instinct where you're like,
no, I would have rather she beat my ass than lose by 2 points. Like,
right.
That's awful, just to have it so close but it was a good fight. I had fun. I met a lot of new people, you know, made a lot of friends. So.
Well, I got to tell you, like, I watched her walking out. Like I said, so I didn't know that you were coming on the show till last week.
Okay.
So then I've been trying today just to kind of stuff my head full of everything that I wanted to ask you and kind of get prepared for it. So when she was coming out, this girl looked like she had just took the meth pipe out of her mouth. So, let me just say, her eyes were like this big.
Yes. Let me tell you about that.
Crazy focused.
She, so the fighter commission had us all line up because you have to get like your blood pressure and everything done before you go into the fights. we're all lined up, and they were complete assholes. Okay, they were all like, the referee lady, I don't know what the hell was up her ass, and I hope she ever sees this, but she was just a dick to everybody for no reason. And she was like, if you guys get out of line, then you just won't be able to fight. If we catch you drinking a Red Bull, you won't be able to fight, and I'm going to be watching everybody.
Oh, wow.
And like she was just on somebody's case. Well, I start looking around, and I noticed that she's nowhere to be found. I'm like, this girl's going to back out.
We're talking about Critter.
Yes. Okay, so she had to be there at like 6 o'clock. If you're past 6 o'clock, they won't let you fight. And it's like 10 minutes out, and I knew the hotel we were staying at is like a 3-minute walk. So I was like, fuck this, I ain't standing in this line. I said, I came 3 hours to fight. I didn't come here to get an easy paycheck and go home.
Right.
So I jump out of line, and Moose Knuckle, she's really cool, but I don't remember which side she was fighting on. But
She was on West Virginia.
Yeah, she was
I was like,
Because she wore new boots and got her ass beat.
yeah, she a big old girl, but I was like hiding behind her. I was like, look, I gotta go find Chris, and I gotta get this like locked in.
Them boys cracked me up with Moose Knuckle.
She's funny. She really is in person. She's so cool.
Oh,
like
they said no wonder her name's Moose Knuckle, because that sure ain't no camel toe.
Listen, and not to get way off topic, but she just kind of gave out.
She did.
she did.
Like, she fought
she's
her heart
gassed.
out.
She was
Kinda.
gassed.
She flat sat down.
Yeah.
Well, she couldn't even get back. Well, she couldn't even get back up.
Yeah.
She fought her heart out, but she 100%
Yeah.
gassed out.
If she wasn't gassed out, she would have won.
Yeah, but I took off running, and I was like, just try to make sure nobody sees where I'm going, you know. And I went and found Chris, and I was like, hey, my fighter isn't here. I was like, call that bitch. I want to fight. I said, I drove all the way here. I want this fight. I want it. So he was like, okay, I got you. I'll figure it out. So he calls her. She showed up 3 minutes before the time limit. And I was like, hell yeah. So I don't know if she did do some drugs before, you know, because she was
Listen, her eyes. She looked like a bug-eyed fool, man, coming out there.
I mean, it could have been adrenaline, too, because your adrenaline...
Well, they said she was nervous, and I was thinking, nah, that's not nerves. She's hyped up. She was hyped up.
I mean, that last hit, that overhand that she ate, like, I don't think you could be sober and eat that hit that I gave her, because, I mean, I was, like, waiting for her to fall, and she just kind of, like, her eyes rolled back, and she's just, like, and, like, went back to hugging me and stuff, and I was like, how in the hell did this girl not just
Because you knocked the
fall?
drugs out of her for a second.
Yeah, I knocked her back sober, I guess.
Just for a quick second. And then she was like, nope, kick back in.
Yeah. But, it was all fun, though. I had a great time.
So, all in all, good experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Was it the experience you was expecting? Like how, you know, from your vision?
I didn't really have any expectations or know what to expect getting in there. But, like, it taught me so much knowledge on what I needed to work on, what I needed to do, you know, what to expect.
Well, at least you come out with that, because there's some people that come out victims.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, well, if this would have happened, or if they would have done this, but you're like, no.
Yeah.
I got it next time.
No,
I got it.
You're definitely looking at it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what, I was watching at my house, and God, man, so many fights, your fights, Big R's fight.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fights I was waiting to see.
Listen, Big Rick's fight.
Yeah, Big Rick.
Oh, I love Big Rick.
He
he's
is
like
so comical, right?
shout out to him if he's watching.
Yeah.
But
But
I was watching them all, and dude, I was getting into it. Like, I was getting into a lot of them. Big R's more than anybody, because, you know, we're sponsoring him. We still are and stuff. So I was really wanting him to win.
yeah.
But I was trying to watch every one of you, and I was studying every one of you and stuff. And I was like, come on, dodge. No freaking hit her. Come on.
Well, see,
Yeah.
I felt like we were vested at that time, where we'd done the interview with you guys and everything else. Like, everyone that we talked to, their loss hurt.
It did. It really did.
Yeah.
It hurt. Like
you can ask my wife. I was so invested.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I had a few people call me, and they're like, I almost broke my fucking TV watching your fight. It made me so mad. And I was just like, yeah, I was about the same pissed in the ring, so I get it.
my kids come in there and they try to talk and stuff. And I'm like, shut up, my fights are on.
Get out of here.
And I don't watch fights and stuff, but yeah, I felt like I was so invested at that point. I was into it.
It's hard not to. I mean, once you meet the people, like, especially knowing them outside of just fighting, you know, and hanging out with everybody. Because before the fights, we went out to eat with a couple fighters, you know, like, talking to everybody. And then you're lined up in the back all together, you know. You get to know each other and you get a feel for each other. And almost everybody in R&B, I will say, is very humble. Like, great people. Like, there's not really any bad juju with anybody.
No, you know, I was expecting Big R to come on the show after he brought us the crown that he promised. He promised, because I win that sucker, I'll bring it back, put it in that case. And he did. But when he came back on the show, because we brought him on immediately after.
Yeah.
Like, the fight was like Saturday. We brought him back on Monday.
Yeah.
That way he could kind of talk about
it.
it.
Was pre-planned. Win or lose, that following Monday, he was on the show.
Yeah.
So he came back in and he talked so humble. And I got to share with you, that wasn't the Big R I wanted to see.
Yeah, it was.
I wanted him to be like, yeah, Joe Short never stood an effing chance. He messed with the big F, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted him to be that Big R when he kind of came in, but he was very classy about all of it.
I think that's what everybody expects is for us to be like in real life, for us to just be these amped up, like, rednecks, full blown, just, you know, going, raging. And then we're actually, like, really humble or, like, calm. And people are like, why are you like that?
I think the most of Big R's, though, he would have been himself if he wouldn't almost blew his knee out.
Maybe so. Like he evidently got hurt in the hotel. Mm-hmm. And then Jericho had to go to his house and pick him up, bring him here for the show.
Yeah.
So that he could be here. And it was the idea of it for me was, let's build up the next one.
Yeah.
You know, come in here, talk all kinds of crap. Let's get that next fight ready, because we've invited Sasquatch on the show.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
I've talked to Sasquatch quite a bit since the fights, and like I said, everybody's super nice, but he is such a genuine person.
he's a solid dude, right?
Such a softie too. Like, he's not like a hard ass like everybody else. Like, everybody gives him a really hard time, but he really is a good person. He's great people. He helped me like whenever I came back, I was like, hey, I'm trying to build like my social media platform up a little bit better, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And he was like, here, I got you, like, I'll show you. And he showed me how you can like share each other's followers and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, he really helped me out with that. But
he was fighting people out in yards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy. Did you guys see the video of him? That guy.
I watched all 3 parts of that video.
So this guy has been coming at any fighter and every fighter he can for weeks. I mean, they're sending it in the group chat. We're talking about him. Everybody's talking shit about him. And I mean, the way we talk shit in our videos in R&B isn't how, like, there's a line, okay? Like, you don't bring people's families. You don't talk like personally about people in that way, if that makes sense, and things. And this guy is just going in about everything. And then all of a sudden I get on Facebook one day and like Sasquatch is just like fist fighting him straight up in the streets.
Yeah, they're like, get out of the road.
I was like, what the hell is this going on? But he ended up like getting some good hits on him. Like, he was actually throwing hands, and I was like,
yeah, no, this isn't the Sasquatch in the ring.
No, yeah, but he does like professional slap fighting and stuff. I don't know if you know
I've seen that,
but
he's ranked 9th in slap fighting.
Yeah.
But no, he seems like a really solid dude. Like, I messaged him. I'm like, dude, let's get you on the podcast. One, because I want to build. I want to be part of the build of Big R and Sasquatch. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why we brought him on a podcast.
So entertaining. I'm talked about that.
In front of the 606 crowd. Like, we brought him on. He done his video in or whatever, and I was like,
I think it went phenomenal.
It did great, especially with what we had.
Yeah.
I even was chiming in on that one.
But yeah, he seems like a pretty awesome guy, and like watching him and Big R rib one another right now, like they're not really talking about killing one another, but they're like preparing for their fight.
Yeah. Well, what I think's really good about Sasquatch is he knows his actor and he knows him. Mm-hmm. He's really good at keeping them separated.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and making one shine when it needs to.
And you have to, like, that's one thing that I've had to learn is, like, when to flip that switch on, because sometimes I'll just be regular me, and then sometimes I'll be very quiet or standoffish, and, like, I'm trying to figure out where I need to, like, be in the middle of, you know.
Well, I think Sasquatch has got it figured out. Like,
Yeah.
he knows.
Yeah,
when
he's
to
been
play the
around a
role and
while,
knows when
though,
to be
you know.
himself.
The more experienced fighters, you know, they learn everything as they go. You learn more and more and more the more stuff you do. So
Right.
it's easier to market off of more stuff the longer.
Because
you're there.
just because you said that, do you feel like that Big Mo girl had been in a lot of fights before? Because listen, she went in there and just killed that Skittles girl.
So the thing is about that whole fight, and I mean, I don't really want to call the girl out because she is such a sweetheart, and she was holding her own for what she was up against. She was holding her own.
Skittles.
Yes. She had started her cycle right before she had went out.
I see.
Before. So she had short shorts on. I think she was nervous about everything that was going on. You know?
Yeah, because she's like, pull my shorts down.
Yeah, and then that girl was just straight up beast mode. Like, I mean,
She was
I watched
smoking 'em.
it from the back, and it like the fights look totally different on camera than they do in person. Like, that girl was beating the shit out of her. Those hits was solid that
Yeah.
she was knocking her with. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's crazy. But yeah.
And she's like, I've never been in a fight, and she really didn't even talk a lot of crap.
Yeah.
But then she gets in there, and she's like you said, beast mode. And I was
Yeah.
like, man, there ain't no damn way that girl ain't never fought before.
I think she
ever.
just did a lot of gym stuff, and like where she was just so tough. Those hits are so powerful, and once you get hit with a power shot and you've like not in the ring, and there's so much adrenaline, so many people watching, you hear the crowd go crazy off those hits, and it gets to your head. Like,
Right.
you have to learn how to block that stuff out mentally, you know. But I mean, I think she did damn good. She kept up with her. It was a good fight, you know. She did what she could.
Did you see anybody there that you wouldn't want to fight, like in your division?
Definitely Big Mo. I
Yeah.
I didn't want none of that. Anybody else though? Not really. All the other girls are kind of bigger, you know. And
They are a little
and-
bit bigger.
I feel like the bigger girls, the smaller it gets, the harder the competition. I've learned. So like the bigger girls,
Well, I know that
fight.
they sling. The smaller, they sling. Like you
They're
watch,
fast.
you watch the
They're
Big R
fast.
fight and Joe Short. It wasn't a fast fight.
Mm.
But then you watch the Wild Will fight or whatever, which that dude acted like he was some kind of, like he acted like he was a rooster,
A
man.
little smoky and stuff. Like, it was.
And they were just throwing, and even you,
Yeah.
throwing punches like crazy, and all the other guys are kind of like bouncing.
See, that was the thing with the bigger girls. Like, I was watching them and I was like, you know, not really impressed.
Right.
Me and Big Mo's fight, I think, was the most like that the girls put out
Yeah.
on, you know.
Well, even Big Rick, you know, watching his fight, you could tell he was just trying to do nothing but power shots.
Yeah. Oh.
Which slowed him.
That dude is.
And then
that
he
dude
like
is
threw
insane.
his hands down and he's like, "Hit me, bitch!"
Yeah.
Like, just eating them, and I was like, "Oh my God, he's crazy."
He is like he is. Like, he quickly became, you know, outside of Big R and maybe possibly right beside a Big R right now, my favorite male redneck brawler, just because, like you said, he threw his
Yeah.
hands down, and
That guy actually was the one that beat on his woman and stuff too. I don't know.
the Macho Man, right?
No. That's Pretty Boy's fight.
Gotcha.
But I can't remember his name exactly. But that's who Big Rick was fighting, was the guy that beat on his woman. So he was just like, he made him look like a bitch
He
straight
did.
up. And funny thing, after the fights, I was out in the back. The guy came out and started crying like a baby in the back, like was full blown tears. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it was him, if I'm not mistaken, but he was in tears, and I literally said, "It's not that deep. Like, you're okay."
Well, he gave up.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
he quit the fight.
to be fair, if I got hit with the punches that Big Rick was throwing, I'd probably like tuck my
wouldn't
ass and
have.
run, you know?
I wouldn't have.
Really?
I would not have give up. He was.
Yeah, I don't think I can give up in my fight. If I'm going in there to fight, I got to give it my all. You know, you got to knock me out at least. If I'm,
And I can't not say the Milkman disappointed me.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
really did. I was.
Like, listen, I know that he ended up fighting somebody a foot taller than him and everything else. Like, it was really like a 5'6" guy fighting a 6'6" guy. So, I mean, and he knew that his probability wasn't very high.
Yeah.
So it kind of kudos to him to continue to fight.
Yeah.
But then to give up.
Yeah.
I think
That's like throwing your man card. Just,
literally.
here, take it.
I wasn't going that far with it.
Like, here's my virginity. You can have it. That's what he done.
I wasn't going that far because I genuinely like the guy. And
I'm not saying I don't like him. He's a great guy.
I think if he put his head on straight and actually like grinded with it and focused on it,
yeah.
he would do better.
Yeah, I mean, just take the shots. Just cover up and take the shots. It's a
The guy wasn't even
1 minute
swinging
rounds.
that great either. If you watched it, like
It was wild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he wasn't even doing that great. He was going fast, but he wasn't. You know,
His accuracy wasn't that
JD
good.
could have got him. I think he got in his head too much about what was going on, is what it was,
He did.
in the crowd.
I could tell.
Like I said, it's a lot to go out there just because of the crowd.
Well, you
know?
could tell right before he quit, he was getting ready to quit.
Oh, if you look at the clips, I'm in the background like screaming at him. I'm like, "Get up!
Yeah.
Get up!"
Yeah, I could tell, like, right before he quit, I was like, he's about to quit. He's about to quit. Oh my God, he just quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so surprised by that because, like, we probably had as much interaction with him as we did any of the fighters.
Yeah.
Like I said, he came on the show before the fight. We went and seen him before the fight in London. We did the remote, and man, I was really rooting for him, and still would root for him. But
He's a.
I mean, I've seen him training and fighting and stuff. He does well. I think the nerves just got to him. I really do. Like, there's no hate there. Or
like you
anything
said,
for
he
him,
does well. Well is not good.
but- Exactly.
Well is not great.
Yeah. He needs to learn how to control his emotions and like his feelings. I think it just got the better of him.
I think you're right because again, like I was watching him, and then he gives up, and I was like, nah, man, that's not that dude.
It's like
that's not that dude. Like, I felt like it wasn't even the guy I knew that
Yeah,
gave
it
up.
wasn't.
Like, he is a charismatic guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's full of confidence,
Yeah.
and to watch him give up, I'm like, that's not the guy I know.
He could do better if he just.
So yeah, he must have got in his own head or something.
Well, like I said, if somebody comes out like a bat out of hell hitting you, the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and you
And they just
hear that
feed
when
that
you're in the
adrenaline.
ring, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm getting my ass whooped," you know, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
runs through your head, and you either A, fight through the shit and become a beast, or B, you just lock up and quit. Like, that's just. And I think it just went the wrong way for
Well,
him.
see, or a lot of people would just do like reverse psychology on themselves. When they hear that crowd start cheering,
You're like, man, I must be doing it.
yeah, it's like, man, I must be doing good.
Yeah, but all the other fighters did good. I mean, I don't think we had anybody else quit.
Rhonda didn't win.
I still have not got to see her fight. Like, I missed it during the fights, and I have not got to see the video.
She didn't win, and that was a little disappointing because
She told me backstage, though, she told me how it went. She said I was fine. I was amped up. I was ready to go, and I got out there, and she said my arms were like noodles. I couldn't even pick them up hardly. She said
Yeah.
I was so nervous.
I could tell she was. I was a little disappointed in her because that's what I was saying. She didn't try hard
Yeah.
enough. Like, you know, she was trying to block.
She said her
and-
nerves, like, as soon as she got out there and seen all the people, she said she just kind of froze
Yeah.
up. And I
I could
just
tell
like,
something was going on. Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, like, you know, she was trying to block a little bit, and she'd throw a punch every now and then. But for the most part, she was letting that lady just sit and beat on her. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you doing?
They were, like, good friends, though. Like, they talked for weeks and everything. Like,
Yeah.
they were cool, but
you know, I was a little disappointed. Not in, like you said.
I feel like if you got that girl amped up, though, she would crack some fucking head.
Oh yeah, I mean, 100%. She seemed like a beast. Like she had all the qualities. Like when you think of somebody that you think is maybe tough, you know, think of somebody similar to the kind of the persona that you give, where you're very humble. You don't talk a lot of crap, you know, because in my mind, those are the tough people. The people that are
The
just
quiet
kind of,
ones are the ones you have to
yeah,
watch
the
out
people that are just kind of showboating and everything else. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, there's some of them that can back that shit up. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But most of the time, it's the quiet ones that'll get you.
and that's kind of how she presented herself. Like she had a strong quietness about her.
Yeah.
Because I know that we were just every time that we were in between somebody and she was sitting front dead center, we're like, you gotta talk.
Yeah.
You gotta talk. Say something.
I'm pretty sure I even said that on the way home after doing the 606 show that you and Rhonda, where Jens was so quiet and reserved.
Yeah.
I was like, you watch their fights. there's them two's gonna be a good.
Yeah, I
fight.
talk to her almost like once a week at least, all the time. Still, I think she's the only one I really keep up with.
Well, she seemed like she would do really good, and I was a little disappointed in her fight.
Well, maybe she'll get another chance.
There's so many
Preacher T.
preachers coming on, by the way.
I seen that.
Preacher Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Preacher P. I'm sorry.
Hey, I think what is it, the 5th? I think.
February 5th.
I think he's gonna come on February 5th.
I love him. He's really good people too.
Or the 6th.
I
He's
feel so
coming
bad
on
that he
the
didn't get a
5th.
fight. His fighter didn't show up, man. He didn't get to get his name out there or nothing. And let me tell you, about 4 or 5 hours before the fights, I was sparring with that grown man.
Yeah.
And see, when you spar, you're not supposed to, especially with a female, Pat, if he's watching,
I'm sure he probably is.
you're not supposed to full on like throw hits, okay? And I don't think he got that. He was either amped up about the fights or what, but he straight fucking drilled me in my nose, and I fucking whipped back. I said, "Oh, we're throwing real hits." So then I stood up, I went pop, pop, hooked him, and he was like, "God damn." And I was like, "Yeah, we need to quit. I'm getting mad." And I took my gloves off, went back up into the room, but
There was so many people calling me out, though. I was cracking up at that. So many people was wanting me to get in that.
it's fun. It really is. You get to meet a lot of new people, and you know, it's a great time.
So what did you think of the Monsters fight? How did you feel about that? It was the Monster and the Sasquatch. We've already talked about the Sasquatch.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the fight? How did you feel about all of it? Because that was the final fight.
I love both of them. I will just say that first, because I like Sasquatch and I like
everything that you're saying is respectfully.
Yes, but this is from like a professional opinion, like from what I'm like viewed. I feel like you knew how Sasquatch was gonna fight and you knew what he was gonna do, so you should have had a game plan, dude. You know, like we've seen a lot of his fights. That's what you do. You study people's fights, especially that's fought before. Now, somebody that's never fought before, you don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he could have done better. I feel like he definitely could have.
I think you're 100% spot on.
Yeah.
Like I think Logan's a great guy.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to him. We've met him. I think he's a great dude. And what's funny is you said exactly the same thing Jericho and I were talking about after we watched the fight. Like the next day or that Monday, we came in here and we're talking about the fights, and it's like, that's exactly how he fights.
I mean,
how
that
can you
fight
not
was so lame. People
train for that?
leaving the stadium before it was over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just like News and Drama just said, everyone calls Sasquatch a belly pusher. You know,
You should have known that. You know,
Right.
like
But you don't have to fix if it's not broken. You know, if you whipping people.
That's why he keeps doing it.
Right.
You know, he's getting crowns, he's getting paid. So why does he have to change it? But you should have known mentally. You know, it's
his
like
opponent needs to learn how to counteract that belly pusher.
exactly,
you know?
exactly. It's like the girl that I'm getting ready to go up against.
We're going to talk about
quite a bit
that.
of her fights, you know. So, like, you have to go in there with a game plan, especially if you've seen somebody fight before. Like, that's kind of ridiculous if you don't, you know.
I mean, at best case, find somebody that can spar with you that can kind of mimic
Exactly what's going on, so you can be more prepared and be
Yeah.
on your toes.
You know, at best case, do that.
Yeah.
At worst case, somebody from Washington is calling me.
Probably DJT, you know.
Probably. But, I mean, at worst case, just get a punching bag and try to envision it and try to figure out how you would
can get around it.
how you
know?
can get around it and stuff.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
Logan done nothing.
Listen, I think that Logan's a great fighter. I think he tried really hard, or he maybe got in his mind that.
That's
Yeah,
what
it's funny that you said
people
this.
had fought for the first time, and I think the crowd really like picked some people apart.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you said this in maybe one of your posts. Again, I've been kind of watching, and it was, if you see this coming, do something different.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of exactly what it was, but it was she had posted about watching this other girl fight, maybe, or something like that,
Yeah.
and how if you know that's what's coming at you, do something different.
So I feel like Logan done the complete opposite. I think Logan tried mimicking
What he did.
what he was doing.
Yeah.
And that
Maybe he just went in with a different mindset, thinking something was going to work, and it just didn't work out for him. I don't know.
it's
But
so. Are you still doing Redneck Brawl?
I still want to do R&B for sure. Maybe not as frequent, but I'm trying to get like spread it out more to different companies, different fights. I want to do this like more,
So you're not going to be participating in the upcoming one?
No, I'm watching the page. If I see something that I want, I could potentially, but my other fight is so close to that date that I really don't think I'm going to because, risk of injury, whatnot, that close to another fight, and I'm pretty amped up about the one.
So
I
you're
have
already
coming up.
locked in on this other fight?
Yeah, like
it's a
contract
for sure
signed.
thing.
It's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that fight is going to take place on February 21st
Yes.
in Wilmington, Ohio,
Yep.
and the promotion is Battleground Promotion.
Yep.
So make sure they're on Instagram. Is that right?
Instagram, yeah. You can get all the details on my page. I have it pinned up on my profile, but yeah, it's February 21st. The girl that I'm fighting, she used to fight for R&B, and she still does.
Cheyenne Green, is that
Yeah.
that's who you're fighting?
Yeah. Yeah, we talk a lot. She's really cool people. There's no beef there. We love each other to death, but I've been studying. I've been training. I've kept my head down. It's going to be a good one.
So what is the height and weight on? You don't have to say weight. I don't mean disrespectful.
Exact weight and exact height.
So I mean, this is
So it's like
perfect.
Exactly. It's like right on the money with each other.
So this one ain't crap talking or anything like
No.
that. This is just straight fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So more comparable to like UFC.
It won't be like a dirty kind of boxing thing. It'll be like a legit, more of a legit fight, I feel like.
So, but it is boxing. It's not
Yes. it's
MMA.
boxing. No.
Okay.
So what do you get if you win the Battleground promotion? What do you get?
It's $250 if you win. There's also like commissions off the live and a bunch of different things. It's like R&B, like you can wear the jeans and get $1,000 if you win the contest for that. There's little things that you grab from all of these different things that collectively pay you as a amount. But I'm also doing the ring girl competition there too. So
you're gonna fight and be a ring
I
girl?
gotta get somebody that can do both.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you just can't ring
Cheyenne's
girl
doing it
your
too, the
own
girl I'm
event
fighting.
though.
She's doing that too.
Really?
Yeah, she's doing.
So it's like the battle of the ring girls then.
Might as well be, I guess.
That is awesome.
Yeah, but
Like it would even be cool if they brought it up when it was like round 3 and you come up with round 3 and she has round 4 and you guys have to bump it out in the middle like, nah, it's 3. No, it's 4. Then the fight just bust out.
that would be funny.
That would be funny.
We've had so much fun though, planning this one up. We've talked about it. They actually, when they got in touch with me, they were like, "Hey, do you want to fight this girl? She's like a professional in like, I think it was Muay Thai." And I was like, dude, I literally just had my first fight. Are you guys fucking crazy? I was like,
So they reach out to you.
yes. And I was like, no. And they were like, well, Sheen Green's in it. Do you want to fight her? And I was like, yeah, I'll take that one. And I know it's going to be, a tough fight. I know she's a tough girl. Her mom won the women's division 5 years in a row for the Tough Man contest,
Oh, wow.
I've watched a lot of her fights. She's a beast,
We'll have to check her out.
She's a beast, but
We need to
We're
get you.
excited.
We need to get you on the show. Then we need to hear about how this fight goes.
She actually, I think she's out of Hazard, if I'm not mistaken. So she's kind of.
We're not rooting for her anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
We're going to get you on here February 23rd then.
But if she's
The fight's the 21st. Then we got to get you here on the 23rd.
Yeah,
Talk about it, see how it
I'm
goes.
so excited. See, before the R&B, I had no like training, no sponsors. Like,
You have sponsors now?
I got sponsors. I can go to any gym really I want and train. You know, like a lot of people have reached out to me, and I'm so thankful for that. Like
You want to give him a shout out?
Justin Davis, he opened up a gym. It's like down by Club 75 up here, and they do pretty good. Probably the best place that I've like learned a lot of stuff at, because I've watched my own fight over and over to see how I could better myself.
Here's Preacher Pat. He's on here now. She told us about how you punched her, Preacher.
Yeah.
Right in the nose. Trying to give her a black eye before the fight.
Now, Samantha, she does the MMA fighting. She's with
That's
Club 75,
her
right?
and him both run the gym that I'm talking about. They do really good, and she's a beast. Everybody knows that. She fights, I think, like UFC, don't she?
Yeah.
Well, see, there for a long time, she was doing free lessons for kids.
Yeah.
And I was taking my kids down there.
Yeah, that's the thing about all of the like MMA gyms around here. They do that like for foster kids or children. Like they're really good for getting kids in there and teaching them.
Well, there
things.
for, I mean, it was a good while. And she had a big class.
Yeah.
You know, there's all kinds of kids, parents bringing their kids down there. I took mine, and then she just stopped doing it.
Yeah, she stays so busy. She actually has a jiu-jitsu fight coming up, so she's kind of like staying busy with that. So she comes in when she can, but I get it. Like fighting keeps you busy. It does.
Preacher Pat says he still feels bad about that. Mm-hmm. Just
I hear you, Preacher Pat. I didn't feel bad about that right hook though, you know. But I'm excited. I've been training. I watched a lot of my videos back, and my footwork is terrible, so worked a lot on that. I've been grinding.
So is it just kind of boxing what you're training for, or
Yeah.
what is your main discipline right now?
My main one is boxing. See, before I was doing like kickboxing and a little bit of jiu-jitsu here and there, but where I'm getting fights for strictly like boxing, I've just locked in and focused on that. And I knew the girl I'm fighting, if I don't lock in and focus on that, I'm going to get my ass whooped, you know? So
is boxing more of, what would you say, is it a more cardio kind of thing, or I mean,
you have to, well, specifically for me, it's different for everybody because everybody's body's different, everybody reacts different, metabolisms, all that. But like the weight class I'm in, I have to like starve myself to stay there. And I do a lot of cardio. I do cardio at the gym once a day, and then I go train for 2 hours when I can in boxing. So there's a lot that goes into that, and that's 5 days a week. And on top of that, I work serving.
oh wow.
So I'm exhausted. My legs are sore, you know. But I want to do this stuff, you know. I want to get into it. So you got to be dedicated to it.
Yeah. So are you like a fight every month dedicated, or are you like
I'm shooting for 2, like every 2-3 months. I feel like that's spaced out enough to, and then eventually get, you know, more maybe.
Yeah, I mean, really all it is.
It depends on your experience, you know. As you get better, it won't be as hard. You don't have to train as
Right. Well, you just got to create your following, right? I mean, if say that you go on 2026 praying that you do just a big winning spree, or I mean, you're just cutting down everybody that comes. I mean, then you become
what we're shooting for.
You become the high card, where you can also do like subscriptions. You can also do like merchandise sales, where I mean, your money doesn't have to be
it goes into
fighting
different things. There's so many things that go into it, and that's why, like with this fight, as soon as they asked me if I wanted to fight her, I was like, yeah, I want the best. I mean, if you're not fighting,
does she have a winning record?
Why are you doing it? Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but she's won a lot of her fights.
That's awesome.
A lot of them.
So, but did you have to cut a promo video?
What do you mean?
Like
For
this fight, did you have to cut a promo video?
No, there's no promo videos. It's just fight cards and stuff, I think, for them. They're just now getting started up this places.
See, Jericho and I and Ronnie were talking about a tough man. I was like, man, I said, that is so fun, and getting to know those people.
I kind of want to do that next. Like, I've thought
How
about
fun
it.
that would be. But then, I was thinking about your promo video with the Twisted Tea. And I was like, you didn't have to do that again, did you?
See, well, the thing is, like, with that whole situation, whenever I first got introduced into R&B and all that, I was like, I was so shy and quiet. I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And they were like, here, we're going to call you Twisted Tea. Take this tall boy and bust it on your head. I was like, huh? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, I didn't even bring no change of clothes. So I'm outside of a gas station, like 9 o'clock. I had to go to work in a few hours, I'm pretty sure. I ended up calling in because I had beer all over me. I don't drink alcohol. And I'm like, I don't even drink. Like, y'all are crazy. This ain't going to work. And it was posted within 30 minutes. 30
Really?
minutes of sending it in.
You submitted it, and within half an hour, you're seen by over 700,000 people.
Yeah.
'Cause that's how many people are following the Redneck Brawl.
Yeah.
We did.
Well, I think the video ended up hitting like 1 million views.
That's so wild.
Yeah, it
we
was.
done Big R's new promotion, and they still ain't posted it.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Chris stays so busy, bless his heart. I feel so bad for him. Like, he really does try to like reach out and stay connected with everybody, but he's a busy guy, you know.
I mean, I don't mean to forecast here, but I mean, is there anybody that you might want to call out on the Redneck Brawl? I mean, is there anybody that you might have your eye on for? Obviously, not this next fight, but maybe
Well,
the
they
next
have
one.
coming to Tennessee. And I will say, depending on how this fight goes with Sheen, there's a girl I got my eyes on named Peekaboo.
Okay.
And I've been watching her. She's a really good fighter, too. And like I said, if I'm not fighting somebody that's a competition for me, I don't really want to do it because it's, it's not no fun then.
Right.
But there's no beef or anything. It's all love. It's just,
Hey,
I got her in
just,
my sights,
Exactly. I mean, like, if I was trying to come up, I would want to fight bad fighters. I mean, like,
Biggest in the back.
awesome fighters is what I mean by that.
Well, if
Yeah.
you're not fighting good fighters,
You're not learning anything.
yeah, you're not learning, and you're definitely not going to push yourself to get better.
Yeah.
I mean, I would want to be the underdog in every fight I got into.
Yeah.
That would be like, oh yeah, because I mean that's the Rocky. You know what I mean? That's the Rocky is the underdog in every
ass
fight.
whooped in the fight,
Then
everybody
expect it.
predicted it.
Yeah.
But if I whoop your ass, everybody's like,
Oh
mind
my
blown.
God, that
Yeah.
was amazing!
Yeah.
How did you do that? I would want to be the underdog in every fight.
Yeah. So February, I'm fighting the best in Kentucky, and then hopefully in April, I'll be fighting the best in Tennessee.
That would be amazing.
That's a good way to put it.
I'm excited for it.
And what was her name again, so that we can look
it's
her up?
Peekaboo, but it's Brooke. I think her name's
Peekaboo,
Okay.
so that we can research this later, because I really would love to have you back on the Monday following your fight. And if you live close enough where we can make that happen,
Oh yeah, I live.
that would be amazing, because I want to hear. I've never even heard of this other promotion.
Yeah. They just started up. There's people messaging me constantly. Do you know Street Beefs? Have you ever watched
Yeah.
them? They actually added me to one of their pages 2
Really?
days ago, and
They're the guys that fight with a chain link fence around in the backyard, right?
That's people that are just crazy as hell and just like to fight for fun type shit. I don't think they even get
I
paid.
seen a
They
guy that was
probably
like
do
60 years old
Yeah.
fighting in that.
Yeah, I think they just put like money on each other, like fighter per
There's this
fighter.
fat guy that fights in there all the time. He cracks me up.
There's
Is
a
that
girl
something
on
that you
there.
might get to do?
Eventually, but there's a girl on there that I really like. Her name's Hostility. If you ever get the time, look her up. She is.
Did you just share that on your page not long ago?
Yes, she is a beast, dude. Like, she's a big girl, and like looking at her, you're like, that girl ain't gonna hurt a fly. She gets in there and rips heads off of girls. Like, it's crazy. She's really, really good.
Yeah, but they also like there's a lot of mixed martial arts and stuff. Too.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
just not boxing.
No, yeah, it's MMA. That's what
Yeah.
I want to get into eventually is MMA. So
Yeah, okay, that's a
But
whole
well,
ball game.
No, they don't like do the ground and pound on that though.
Yeah,
Like-
they do.
Yeah.
In the chain.
Yeah, I think
I thought they
it
break them up when they
yeah,
get.
it varies. Like some people, depending on like some people will be there and they'll be like, "Oh, I only want to do boxing and jiu-jitsu."
Oh, you can kind of pick.
Yeah, that's why I said it's like strictly based off the fighters there. Like nobody comes in and pays them to do that stuff.
Like I know you
It's
can
like-
kick and stuff,
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to break anybody's arm. Like they break it up before you do that.
can't break any, but they do
No.
do groundwork.
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of them where they do groundwork.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's cool, but that's what I want to do eventually. Is like all of it.
Well, I mean that's stuff. If it's not like heavily sanctioned, that could get you messed up, yo.
Yeah, I don't know if you watched the fight that I just had where I like almost kicked her. It's because I did kickboxing and that was the only thing I was like training in. So my natural instinct was to like kick her off of me, and I had to stop myself. And she pushes me into the ropes then, and I'm like, I gotta stop. I'm gonna get disqualified because I almost kicked her in her stomach.
Yeah, no, I seen you get pushed in the ropes.
Yeah. She did that the whole time. She just kept pushing on me and leaning on me, and where I had left home and forgot my shoes, I had steel toe boots on, so my feet
I seen
were
that too,
so
black.
heavy.
Yeah.
But that was the only thing I had, so I was just rolling with it. Just rolling with it. I think I did damn good for me to be so unprepared for everything,
No, 100%. I feel like you won the third round for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like, and man, this is gonna sound horrible, but I just could not get behind the critter girl. Like her body was shaped funny, her eyes
Billy
were
Hubbard,
bugging.
I love him to death, but he actually
Can't
said
think of who the critter was.
Like it's like her ankles and then her shoulders. Like there's
she was built like Mike Wazowski. I'll just say that.
like then she had like a beer belly. Like she was straight from ankles to shoulders and then a beer belly.
Yeah.
And she had her eyes bugged out the whole time. Like they were big out. Mm-hmm. And it was so difficult to even try to like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that girl, she probably definitely was on some drugs. Like,
She looked that way.
I don't know. She was.
Like she comes out to the ring and someone of the announcing team's like, oh, she's nervous. Because
Billy. It was Billy.
Yeah, because
that's
like
what
her
that's what I was
eyes
gonna
were
say.
square, blew out, and she was just kind of right there. But her, like you could tell, like her breath was shallow. It was like going
Yeah.
around. Like, it was tough.
She was on something, but
So I don't know. I can't. I've watched the whole thing and I cannot rack my brain on.
Well, you'll have to watch it on
Yeah.
the break.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it on break because I can't.
Ronnie, what's our totals? I know that I got a bunch of votes. Thanks to the Williams family. Thank you guys.
So you're super busy, and you mentioned you got 2 kids.
yeah, two
So-
little girls.
So you're working at night. You got 2 kids. You're
Jericho knows because you were making fun of her. Your wife said you were even making fun of her.
and I probably was like she's not like
Billy said
I
she's
make
built
fun
like a
of-
cricket, but she's got some damn hands.
I made fun of a lot of people. Like Moose
it's
Knuckle.
easy to with that.
I'll never forget Moose Knuckle just because like Billy and them said they was like there ain't no camel toe. Oh my God! I was like, man, I'd love to be a commentator.
Yeah.
Like if they can talk like that, like I'd fit in. I would fit in just so well.
Yeah, it's
But anyway, what I was saying is you're doing all this stuff like I don't get how you're doing it all with 2 kids also.
you gotta. I mean, single moms, man, they're tough. They're really tough, and it keeps me super busy. Keeps me like on a strict line. But I love it. I love every minute of it. I love training. I love boxing. I love beating people up. It's like my favorite thing to do. So.
But I mean, did you know this is what you wanted to do before you got in the Redneck Brawl?
So a lot of people that I went to school with, that was like, if you really know me, like people that's known me, when I was in school, I fought a lot of people. And I mean, I was known for fighting the biggest people I could find. And sometimes I would even fight them twice because I felt like I didn't get them good enough the first time. And they just keep talking, But I grew up fighting a lot.
Well, you told us before the show started. You're like, listen, don't be surprised if a lot of hate
yeah.
comes across in the
They
comments.
always come for me in the comments, but they don't ever want to do nothing in person. It's a totally different, like, they start backpedaling when they see me in person.
So right now, you and I are tied, and there's 2 minutes to see who spins this wheel. Jericho is out.
Safe.
So
I would glad guys like I'll do it. I'll gladly do it. I'm just so glad that it's between you two tonight.
Oh, yeah.
your wife said that she distinctly remembers you calling Critter Mike Wazowski.
That's so funny because that's literally whenever before the fights I was taking like clips of Mike Wazowski and putting them next to her and was like pinning it
I'm gonna have to look her up. But like I said, I was very hyped up that night.
Yeah.
I was rooting for so many people, and
Oh, yeah.
and then all these funny looking people comes out with them, and I'm like, my lord.
And the one thing I noticed too, like people that look big in their videos was smaller in person, and then people that look smaller in person was bigger.
It seems like
Or
that's
smaller in the
every
video.
Facebook profile I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
Bigger people look smaller in their Facebook profiles. Smaller people look bigger.
yeah, I don't know. It like took me for a loop, especially Macho Man. I was like, this guy's a big dude, you know. And I saw him in person. I was like, what the hell? That's him. But it was an experience, all of it.
All right, guys. It's 8 o'clock. I guess we will flip a quarter, you and I.
Okay.
And whoever wins does not have to spin the wheel because we don't have a tiebreaker. Ron, if you will, go ahead and take us to break, and we'll see you guys as soon as we get back from break.
Sounds good. I'm gonna look this girl up.
Her name is Kayla Williams. Her real name is.
Life insurance secures your children's financial future, covering their upbringing, education, and daily needs, even if you're not there to provide. Marriage intertwines finances with shared expenses and debts. Life insurance ensures that if one spouse passes, the other isn't solely burdened by these obligations. A mortgage is often a family's largest debt. Life insurance can pay off the remaining balance, ensuring your loved ones keep their home free of that financial burden.
Hungry for flavor that's muy delicioso? Come on down to Two Amigos Mexican Restaurant right in the heart of Barberville, Kentucky. At Two Amigos, you'll always be greeted with fast, friendly service and a smile that feels like family. From sizzling fajitas to cheesy enchiladas and fresh-made guacamole, every bite is packed with authentic Mexican flavor that'll keep you coming back for more. So grab your friends, your family, even your co-workers, and visit Two Amigos Mexican Restaurant, where great taste and good times meet in southeastern Kentucky.
Located at 511 South Main Street, Corbin, Kentucky, Sugar Booger's Custom Cakes has been bringing delicious treats to the Tri-County area for over a decade. Whether it be a cupcake, cookie, cake pop, brownie, or a signature one-of-a-kind custom cake that will be the star of any event, Sugar Boogers has you covered. Easy online ordering with polite, knowledgeable staff guaranteed to make each experience easy and stress-free. Go check them out on Facebook or give them a call for a free estimate. Sugar Boogers Custom Cakes for all occasions, 606-344-6595.
Are you a jerky jerk?
You're holding it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Just give me 1 second.
RJ's Beef Jerky. Real jerky for real jerky jerks.
Can you give me a piece?
Yeah, of course.
Step into Harvey's on Main, where your most cherished moments come to life. Located in the heart of downtown Corbin, their stunning ballroom sets the perfect stage for weddings, receptions, and celebrations of every kind. Relax and prepare for your big day, designed with comfort and elegance in mind. From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, Harvey's on Main offers a rustic, timeless atmosphere that makes every event unforgettable. Your day, your way. Celebrate with Harvey's on Main.
In a world where feelings are protected and men have traded big, beautiful beards for man purses and man buns, comes to you a podcast you always wanted and never knew you needed. A podcast where feelings are left at the door and conversations happen unfiltered and no sugar. What is going on? Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, everyone.
Oh, we back. Hey, sorry, I was looking up Cranberry Critter. Yeah, that's Mike Wazowski right there. You know what tickles me is how is big people like that? Like, how are their legs always so small?
It looked a little difficult, right?
No, I know a lot of. What's he saying? Dang about. I don't know what he's talking about, but no, I know a lot of like big people, like big from the waist up, big, and then their legs are like toothpicks, and you're like,
Oh, did you go look at her?
yeah,
Yeah.
It's,
And if you watch the weigh-in, she was talking about me. Like, I think I said something like, I'm going to beat your ass, and started laughing at her because she was amped up. Like, she was all straight face, like, trying to put
But she just knew that there wasn't a whole lot of beating you had to do.
Yeah, and I said, I'm going to beat your ass or something, and she said, you ain't even got no ass or something like that. And I said, I know you ain't talking shit about me. You ain't seen a leg day in your life or something like that. Everybody in the whole arena was just, like, laughing and screaming.
yeah, I like. She has no muscle in her legs at all.
No, there was no mass there. I should have
don't know
pushed
how-
her. That should have been my game plan,
Yeah, I don't know
honestly.
how them legs was even holding her up.
It meth.
It's messed up.
Powerful
It's messed
thing.
up.
It really is.
Heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
All right. So I know the quarter trick ain't gonna let nobody see what side I flip it on. So you're calling tails and your heads.
Ladies' choice.
It's heads.
So you get to spin then. All right.
Here's your quarterback.
There you go.
It says, go to our sugar coating on
That shouldn't even be on there.
Yeah, that shouldn't even be on there. Spin it really good. There you go.
Read your last Google search.
Oh.
So you got read your last Google search.
It's probably gonna be the Cheyenne and her fighting.
Now don't be deleting history.
I'll be honest.
Listen, I wouldn't blame you if you did.
It's DoorDash. It's literally DoorDash.
Google.
But
DoorDash?
before that, it's
There's an app for that.
Sheen Green. So
Sheen Green.
the girl I'm
That's the
fighting.
lady she's
Oh,
fighting.
okay.
Yeah, I've been watching all of her fights. See, the girl from Tennessee that I was talking about, they actually fought each other. Okay, and I've been trying to get my hands on that video, but it's kind of hard.
So who won? Oh, you don't know.
I think Peekaboo won, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
But this
That's the
girl,
Tennessee one.
when I first met her, she was like, I'm the best girl fighter in R&B. Like, I'm this, and this. And I love the girl now. We squashed everything. Everything's cool. But that big head, man, it'll get you sometimes, you know.
Well, I'm kind of curious. Why was you Googling DoorDash? There's an app for that.
I know, but it won't let me download it on my phone.
See, I don't have the Amazon app on my phone.
And I
either.
rarely use it.
Like
Wait, what?
I don't have the Amazon app.
DoorDash has an app.
It won't let me download the app for some
in
reason.
the
No.
Play Store or your whatever Apple is.
I never DoorDash, but I don't have Amazon. Like I'll just pull up my Amazon from Safari.
Why do you need Amazon for DoorDash?
No, I was just saying that Amazon also has an app that I don't have,
He
so it's
just
not
uses
really
Google for it.
that uncommon that people don't put a bunch of apps on their phone that they can just Safari or Internet Explorer where they're going. Did you know how much information you give over by
was
downloading an app?
I was hoping it was going to be something like,
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't care. I just download anything that makes it easier.
Well, you give away a lot of your information when you do that.
Well, listen, the way I look at it is, even you. I mean, we're all over social media.
Yeah.
People can steal our crap pretty easy.
True
Yeah.
that. True that.
All right. So, Are you familiar with the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we always ask 3 questions to our guest.
Okay.
Now I know that you have somewhere that you were planning on being, and you might not be able to be with us until 9:00.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and get those out of the way.
Get them out of the
Okay.
way.
So, do you believe in aliens?
I do, to an extent.
Okay.
I don't feel like there's like a big like army of aliens, but I feel like there's however you say it.
Extraterrestrial.
Yes, I think there's like beings that we don't know about. The solar system and everything is so large, there has to be something,
I'm
that we
so
don't know
glad that
about.
that's consistently that's what everybody says. It's like, I'm not going to rule it out. We
Yeah.
have a huge solar system. We have space is infinite. Sure, there could probably be aliens.
Well, I mean,
So, but do you think that we've had visitors? Let me kind of narrow it to that.
No,
aliens
I don't.
on
I don't think we have. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
There was supposed to be something I seen. Everybody was talking about. There was like some kind of spaceship motherboard or something coming to Earth in November.
Yeah.
Atlas.
Yeah, whatever it was, and nothing ever hit. Did it?
Nothing ever came of it. No.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, here's how I think about it. We've only explored 20% of our ocean.
That's what I was about to say. Our ocean they come like every week you hear of something new that they found or
Yeah.
discovered in the ocean.
We've only explored and discovered 20.
I think the ocean is scarier than the space.
and
like it's
Oh wow.
furthest man has been is to the moon. And I say that in quotations
Yeah.
because it's really never happened.
It's happened. Just didn't happen when they said it happened.
Yeah. So if we can only uncover 20% of our ocean and make it
imagine.
and only make it as far as the moon, the sky's endless.
Listen, I'm a 100%. I believe in aliens.
Oh, I do.
I
too.
believe that we get visited. I'm not so sure that they don't live here, and I'm not so sure that they're not in the ocean.
Out of
Have you
these
seen
three
the-
out of these 3 questions, I'm the only one that believes in them all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, have you seen the like videos of people saying that like the aliens were people, they look like normal people and then they like change?
Yeah, reptilians. They're reptilian.
Yeah, like I wonder if that shit's real. That's
the
kinda
Anunnaki.
freaky.
Yeah,
That's probably what I thought. That's what's wrong with cranberry critter.
That's what's called skinwalkers.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was totally different.
No,
I thought skinwalkers was a ghost / demon.
no, it's an alien.
It's an alien.
Yeah, it's an alien that can
Like shapeshift and do
Shapeshift.
different things.
Okay.
Like I just watched a video yesterday, and it was too real to be AI. But
That's what they all say.
no, you can tell AI. Like AI's got like this.
Until you can't.
It's got
Yeah.
like this digital effect to it. But anyway, I was watching this video, and these 2 young guys was walking in like the Arizona desert or something, and it was starting to get a little dusky. So they was pulling out their flashlights, and they see this man standing in the middle of the desert. And then all of a sudden, it's like he kneels down to tie a shoe or something, and disappears, and this Cody comes out.
See, that's so crazy. Like you see stuff like that on the internet all the time and you can't tell if it's real or not anymore, but it does make you like tilt your head and think about it,
But I've also saw Ring doorbell cameras that have caught
Yeah.
creatures.
Yeah, that
Walking through
can't
people's
be explained
backyard,
at all,
yeah.
All right, so Sasquatch. Bigfoot. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I don't know. I feel like there is something out there, but it's not like the typical Bigfoot like everybody just
It's not like the one behind you.
No, I just feel like there's something. There's always going to be things out there that we don't know about. That's just, the world's big, space is big, the ocean's big.
So you just kind of pretty open about stuff like that. You're like, you know what? Is it plausible? I guess it could be.
Yeah, it could happen. Anything could
So
happen.
you're open-minded. Mm-hmm. I'll accept that.
That's a big negative for me.
The paranormal, ghosts.
100% real.
You say that like you have a story.
Oh yeah.
Would you share?
I've only had a personal experience with that one time. I was didn't have any kids yet. This was like my first place kind of on my own. I moved into this trailer and it had like speakers, okay, in the top of it. You know how you can play the radio through the speakers?
Yep.
On the really nice ones, it had like the radio.
Yes.
The radio.
No, I know
Like
exactly
with
what
the
you're
old
talking about. Yeah.
dial tone.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
right next to the sink.
Into the wall.
I mean, the most stereotypical ghost story you can tell here, but I moved in there and I was like, this is so cool because I had never seen that before. So I would play music on it all the time and stuff. But it was winter when I had moved in, and the room that I had put my bed up in and stuff, it just, I don't know, like I would be asleep, and you know that distinctive sound of a shampoo bottle hitting like the bottom of your shower?
Yeah.
I would hear that and get up and go look, and it would never be knocked over. Nothing would ever be moved, but I would
Pretty
hear it
loud
every night.
noise.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not.
And
you know,
so I
a
was
door
like,
knocking.
this is so weird. So then I started feeling like someone was watching me all the time, like someone's just watching me. So I was like, man, fuck this room. I took my bed, put it in the living room of the house. So my mom like comes in and she's like, what in the hell have you done? And I was like, dude, this place creeps me out. Like I would hear, then it got to where I would hear footsteps like at a certain time in the middle of the night every night. And I was like, this, I'm telling y'all, this is crazy. And me and all my friends at the time, I would tell them this, and they were like, oh, you're crazy. Like they'd make fun of me and start laughing. And one of my friends at the time,
Were you living alone?
yes, I
Okay.
was by myself, but like there was a bunch of places like close to me, like neighbors and stuff, and they would come over and I would tell them about it, and they would all kind of laugh it off. But they got to the point where they were making fun of me one day, and they were like, we're just going to call her Karen. So they nicknamed the ghost, and I didn't know that can like piss them off, and like
That's what Jericho's done in his house.
it can amp it up like way more. So after they're like making fun of this ghost, they're like, come out, bitch, show your face, like all this.
I don't do that.
She did. She definitely did. Like after that, things started amping up more and more and more. And one day my pipes had frozen to my trailer, and I had never dealt with that before. So I had called my stepdad, and I was like, hey, you know, what do I do? And he was like, just leave the water running, and then like just check on it, and eventually if it'll either bust and I'll come fix it, or your water will start running.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. And I mean, every pipe in the house was frozen solid. So I turned the water on, and I went to my neighbor's house for literally not even 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And I'm like, hey, girl, walk back over here and we'll check on this water, see if it's, you know, everything's good still. We walk back to the house, and this girl's with me. She's a witness. She's, like, seen this. The radio is blaring. I can hear it. It's turned all the way up and on. I had never turned it on when I left, mind you.
Right.
It's turned on, blaring through the whole house, and I'm like, somebody's having a party in my house. Like, what the hell? And I opened the door. Every damn sink, faucet, and everything was running.
Oh, wow.
And the music was turned wide open, and the pipes to like the things was frozen, so the water had overflowed over the counters. It was running in my floor, and I was only gone 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Like my air was on, it was blowing water up in the air, and I was like, I was like, I gotta get the hell out of this place. But
you made
after
her
that, the girls started believing me, because like one of my friends, I mean, she's seen everything. She was like, that's crazy, like that's so weird.
You know, even ghosts don't like to be called Karen.
They don't.
Well, I started talking to some guy that had lived around there, and he was like, yeah, my I think it was his wife's mom used to live there, and she ended up ODing in the house, in the bedroom that I was staying in, right in front of the closet. And I was like, dude, this explains so much
So your
shit.
ghost was high.
Probably. She was partying.
The ghost
I mean,
actually died in the location you were living.
yeah, like there was a girl that actually had OD'd and died in that house, and
Oh,
nobody
wow.
had
Same
told
with mine.
me.
We-
You know, the lady that lived there died in that house.
I didn't know that you said that.
Yeah, I've told you that.
That is
They
the
probably have.
only time I've ever like witnessed that firsthand, and that wholeheartedly like became me a believer. I was like, I gotta get the hell out of this house. I've never like I can't even drive past that area without looking over there, and I'm like, creep the hell.
Never again.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like you know, Jessica. She tries to taunt ours, and she was doing that one night, and it was the very next night my ceiling fan, the whole fan just falls.
Yeah. It like, I don't know what it does. It just like amps them up.
So I don't even screw with stuff like that. Like, I believe in it, but I don't have any stories of my own.
I think they feed off of fear too. Like, it seemed like the more I got scared, the more shit she was doing. She was like, "Oh, I'm getting a reaction out of this board, I guess. I don't know." But
I'm to the
Can you remember the song that was playing?
no, it was just so loud, and like it had
Like,
the creepy static in
If you
it.
remember Final Destination is always that John Denver song every time or whatever.
I still think about them movies every time when I'm driving and stuff.
Final
Behind a
Destination.
semi or something, I always think of Final Destination.
I've never watched those.
You
I
need
need
to.
to, yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty wild.
Yeah. And then I tried watching the new one. I've caught, bits and pieces. I haven't got to watch the full movie yet,
Yeah.
but it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So a question that we've never asked, and I thought I would roll this out tonight, is what do you think happens the moment you die?
That's a good question. So I was raised very like Christian based family, like all of that. But me personally, like the stuff that I went through in life, I wouldn't say that I cancel everything out. Like I said, I'm very open minded about everything. But I feel like when you die, your brain stops, your body stops, everything stops. So how would anything continue after that, I mean, maybe there's a spiritual being because of the ghost thing, but I think it's really what you choose to do, like your spiritual self chooses to do. Like if you choose to stay on earth and like haunt people and do that shit, you do. And then if you choose to go to heaven, you do. And then, of course, you can't choose to go to hell, I'm sure. But
Well, the choice gets made for you.
yeah.
I've always heard, even after you die, the cognitive part of your brain keeps working for just a little bit.
Yeah, and it like replays like
Memories and stuff.
of your life.
Okay,
yeah.
that's kind of where I was going.
So I would, if that is true,
because we've never talked about this.
whatever memories your brain wants to snap to, because at that
Maybe
point,
that's what you stay in.
because at that,
know?
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Because
Yeah.
at that point, you can't control it.
No, it's your brain
whatever-
just does that.
Whatever last memory pops up after death,
It's like core memories.
that's what you keep living from. If
From then on.
if you do get picked to stay on Earth and haunt people and stuff,
I think that's a pick.
well, I ain't gonna call it. Maybe saying pick was a bad thing to say.
But-
I don't know how it happens, but if somehow you're the lucky one, or
Maybe
sucky-
not so lucky,
yeah,
right?
lucky or
Yeah.
sucky one.
You
that
remember the guy
gets
on
stuck.
Ghost, and he's like, trains!
Yeah. So
That guy wasn't that lucky.
10 seconds or whatever of cognitive that still lasts. That's what determines.
I could
I-
second that. That seems pretty realistic to me. That's what I would wholeheartedly believe. But like I said, I'm very open minded to a lot of stuff.
So, it's actually minutes after your heart stops that your brain stops. It's not just seconds, it's minutes.
Okay.
Okay. And, I thought about this today. In the Bible, I think it references that God talks of days being years. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like 7 days, but I think, and maybe I'm just throwing a number out here, so don't quote me, any Bible thumpers. But if one day is 1,000 years, imagine, and it's God's timing, so spiritual timing, imagine how long those minutes are.
It could feel like an eternity.
It could
Yeah.
feel like a long time, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe you're in those memories, for a long time.
But what sucks is
Because that's the spiritual
No-
realm. 7 minutes
Yeah,
is
like
what,
it could pick terrible memories, and then
Yeah.
you're just remembering terrible shit that's happened to you
Yeah,
your
like-
whole life,
like,
dying.
if you spent your whole life in prison getting butt raped.
well, who has the memory of that?
I mean, well, your brain, you can't pick which memory. So it's just like
somebody like that, it instantly goes back to getting raped.
Well, Cody Sears says, that your body has an energy, though.
life's gonna fuck you one more time before you go out.
Where does that energy go?
I think it's a self thing. Like if you don't believe, if you do believe, or wherever you want to go, like your spiritual wants to go.
Well, you know how everybody says certain people put off good auras. Like you can feel good vibes around certain people and stuff.
Yeah, I believe
If
that.
it's one of them people, I would feel like that energy just releases into whoever's around you.
Yeah.
And kind of picks them up. Because I watch a lot of movies, so I'm just basing this off some movies I've watched. When they portray somebody dying, instead of the person getting sad, they get happy of their passing and stuff. And that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You're supposed to get happy over somebody's passing.
Yeah.
But that's that energy coming out.
I can see that.
All right, so when I was having my heart surgery, so I had open heart surgery. I'm having the surgery, and the last thing I remember is I'm looking at it's one of those big round hospital lights, and there's a nurse, and she leans over, and she pats me on the shoulder and says, "Mr. Buchanan, you'll be all right." That's the last thing I remember. Now, during the time before I wake up from this, there were at least a couple scares that I was going to die. I don't remember any of that. There was no pain for me. There wasn't anything.
But you're
it
also
was a memory.
medicated then too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that makes a difference.
So there was a memory. Well, it wasn't a memory. It was a movie. So I tell my wife this after the surgery. I said, it was kind of like, and this is no joke, I swear to you, I don't know that I've even shared this outside of telling her, that it was like I was Dory, the little fish, on Finding Nemo.
Keep swimming.
That I had to find my way out. That I wasn't going to wake up unless I found my way out. Found my way back to where my family was. It was like this. Like I was just like Dory, swimming, trying to find my family, and I wouldn't wake up until I did. But I didn't feel any pain. Like there was no physical pain until I woke up. And that's when I felt all this pain or whatever. But I was going to say it was so peaceful. Like had I not woke up, I would have never known I died. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like imagine just closing your eyes
And never waking up.
and never being anything else. But my mind was still working. My mind is, I'm Dory trying to find my family or whatever. Yeah.
So maybe that's what death is like.
Well, I mean, I've thought about that today, and I was like, that considering that there were times they couldn't get my blood pressure under control, that they're calling my wife like, listen, he could stroke out if it gets any worse than it is. Like my 6-hour surgery went on to like 3 days.
Wow.
Like I didn't wake up for like 3 days after the heart surgery. Normally they're waking somebody up the same day, trying to get them to stand up and stuff. But I just wasn't doing well with the sedation. I wasn't doing well with all this other stuff. But I physically didn't feel anything.
So for 3 days you was swimming trying to find your family.
Yeah, just keep swimming, baby. Just keep swimming.
Dory.
I would have been killed. I'd
What the hell is
swimming
Sherman?
again.
I use that reference, but that's probably the closest I could get to, because there was like forgetting. You know what I mean? Like forgetting how to get back to where I was. Like Dory. forgetting where to find them.
Yeah, but Dory was 10-second Tom. You know, she.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just kind of curious what everybody else's thoughts about that was. In the Bible, I guess it says to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, is what it says in the Bible. But, how long before you get there? How many minutes is that in actual time?
He's wrong about that, by the way.
He knows. This is never mind.
Yeah. Okay. That would. I don't know. That would
That's a
suck.
deep thing you can sit and think about all day. You know?
I would hate to be stuck in a never-ending trying to swim my way out of.
We keep going back to swimming, but there would eventually be a cutoff. There would be a cutoff where.
Yeah.
You know what? No, you didn't.
Way. Yeah.
You didn't make the boat. You didn't find them.
But so
it's over.
So
you're gone.
It was like you was in a dark room trying to float out there. Like that's how I'm envisioning it. Like, was it dark around you? Can you remember that?
No. As stupid as it sounds, it was just like I was swimming.
Oh, so you was in the water and everything.
Yeah, as stupid as it sounds.
He was deep in that.
Like I'm over here sitting trying to think about what that would look like.
Well, we know what it's going to be like whenever you go to pass away. He's just going to be swimming.
Well, until I find the right people, until I find my way out. That's kind of, like I said, that's kind of what it was.
Well, it's 8:30. If you got to go.
Yeah, but I appreciate you guys having me on.
Is your people here?
Yeah, they've been texting me.
Okay.
I don't want you to be.
All right, so Twisted Tea Finest, tell our audience where they can locate you and your fight.
It'll be, all the stuff is on my Facebook, like the tags and stuff. Monday we have the fight cards posted, and it'll have a QR code. You can scan it and go watch the live. But it's Battleground Promotions on Instagram, and you can get all your information.
Now, your profile, is it a Twisted Tea profile or your personal profile?
No, my personal. It's Tana Phillips, just on Facebook.
All right, so look for Tana Phillips on Facebook. She's got it pinned at the very top.
Yep.
They'll release the fight cards this coming Monday.
Yep. It's posted, yeah.
And then on the fight card will be a QR code.
You can scan to watch the lives and stuff.
Now, is there a charge to watch? I'd imagine there is.
I'm assuming they are, yeah, because you get a commission. Like, we get paid from, like...
People that scan your QR code?
I guess off the streams.
Gotcha. So make sure to support Twisted Tea. Guys, I can tell that I'm pretty psyched up. I can tell that she's done a lot of work since the last one.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like there's like a redemption round. Like, this is going to be a redemption.
I'm putting my heart and soul into this one. I'll just tell you that.
And there's not as many restrictions.
Yeah, there won't be as many of a crowd. It's going to be a lot different. And no bullshit calls, like good refs, hopefully, from what I know, it's not.
So more professional.
Yeah, it's not going to be elbows and, pushing and bullshit. It's boxing. That's what we're there to do.
Carla, I want to tell you how beautiful you look today.
Who?
Carla.
Oh, tell her thank you.
Was there
That's the one that fought Red Bull Ronda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, she said you look beautiful today.
Thank you. I only get to do my makeup once a month now because I'm always boxing and sweating, so.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on. I'll get her some treats and walk her up.
Yeah, and I'll hold the show up for just a minute. So anyway, guys, like we've been talking about, Paul's got my mind wrapped around death now, and how your cognitive part of your brain keeps working after death and all this. So, let's see what everybody else has to think about this. After the show, or just comment on our page or something. I'd really love to get deeper into that. See what everybody else thinks. That's a very interesting topic. Where do you guys think your brain goes, or what happens to you them 7 minutes after death? Did you shout Sean out for his birthday? No, I did not shout Sean out for his birthday because I made him a lovely post yesterday, showing his talents pretty much. Sean loves to wear protection over his head. He walks around the house like that. Kathy Jackson said, "I've never heard of that." I have. I've heard of it, and it's an interesting topic. So, if anybody else wants to, just start commenting or comment on our page or something, let us know what every one of you think happens to your body, happens to your mind after death. That's definitely something worth digging a little deeper into.
Like, I love it.
Yeah.
I love talking about it, thinking about it.
But yes, my older son just turned 16, and so we're gonna have him a sweet 16 birthday party tomorrow.
Everyone's invited.
That'd be awesome. I don't care. Everyone could be invited. I got him an awesome cake being made. Hold on, I was reading Jessica's post. I think your best, most meaningful memories play because you know you're dying and you don't want to leave the ones you love. I get that. Sorry. But, see, I don't think that. Like, I think as you're dying, yeah, you're going to sit and try to play meaningful memories because you still can control yourself.
Whoa. I think that's the part that you're missing. I don't think you do control yourself.
No.
I think that your body dies a certain way and it's programmed to die a certain way. Like, I don't think you can force memories or force thoughts. I think that it shuts down, and as it shuts down, everybody gets the same shutdown.
Yeah. You're probably right, too. I mean, you think about it, your brain is normally the first to go. And I would do an example. My papa's dying right now, and I went and seen him the other day. And really, from his waist down, he couldn't move. That was just all limp. So, but he could still move his arms and head and all that. But I was sitting there trying to talk to him.
Kenny, we had a hospice nurse on here.
But I was sitting there trying to talk to him, and he'd look over at the door, and he'd point. And he wasn't on no drugs. They had nothing in his system. But he'd look over at the door, he'd look at me, and he said, "You see that?" I was looking at the door too. I said, "No, Papa, I didn't see nothing." He says, "A little Indian boy took off running with a gun down that hallway." I said, "God." So, I'd brush it off, and we keep talking some more. And about 10 minutes later, he goes, "Did you see that?" I'm like, "God, what is it this time?" He said, there was somebody running after that Indian trying to kill him. I was like, "God, you're racist."
What's crazy, though, do you think that your papa actually met a little Indian boy the way that he's seen a little Indian boy?
I mean, the way he said it, I would think he did.
But maybe that's just how little Indian boys look to him. Does that make sense?
Well,
like, I don't know that he pulled a memory from his mind or a thought. Does that make sense? Like, okay, in my mind, I visualize that little Indian boy that he's seen. Have I ever seen an Indian boy that looked like that? No, never.
No, never.
But I can visualize it.
I've done the same thing. I visualized it, but
there's a little tan boy with red pants on and a feather on his back, on the back of his head, in my mind. And I don't mean to say it to sound racist, but that's what in my mind. Say little Indian boy. I think of a little cartoon. Mm-hmm.
Well, when I even was testing him a little bit. So there at one point, I walked to the foot of his bed, and his toes was sticking out of the cover. And he's got these really long, nasty toenails, so they stuck up really far. So I just laid my hand at the foot of his bed there, and I took my finger and I started tapping his toe. to see if, his toes would move, or he would tell me to stop.
Man, you're jerking real life too.
Yeah.
I was teasing.
Yeah.
I'm teasing.
I was sitting there and I'd tap his toe or something. He never moved. He never felt it. Nothing. Well, I was like, okay, there's something really going on here. And I walked back up, to the head of the bed there, because he can't talk very well, so you got to get down on him to really hear what he's saying. And he said, "What is that right there?" And he pointed at the foot of his bed. I said, "Papa, there's nothing there." He said, "Well, that's a squirrel or a gerbil. Which one is it?" And at that point, I just laughed. I said, "Papa," I said, "that's a big old fox squirrel." I said, "When's the last time you seen one of them?" He said, "Matter of fact, just 2 days ago." He said, "I was standing out on the balcony, and I was watching 2 of them run around play." I said, "Papa, you was in the hospital just the other day." I said, "How the crap you see that?"
So you fed him a lie, and then you got mad, and then you corrected him.
Yeah, I did.
Well, I mean, I've this. You could tie the conversation into the same thing that the hospice nurse, Miss Collette, well, she was on here talking about it. She's talking about how, people are reaching.
Yeah.
And people see things that aren't there. The moments before they pass and stuff. And you got to wonder if that's just a process. Maybe not everybody gets the same process. I've actually not been so lucky to see a few people pass away right in front of me, and some of them seen stuff and some of them didn't.
Yeah. Well, I need to try to go see him one more time. He's really at the verge of death now. He died while he's in the hospice. They managed to bring him back to life and had to rush him back to the hospital. So now he's back in the hospital, and they're saying his kidneys and stuff are just shutting down on him now, last I heard. But I'd like to go talk to him just one more time and see if I can't pick his brain about something like this. See what he's thinking now.
Well, see, Jessica says that she can't get over Kim's mom, Sue. When she was dying, she looked at Kim, pointed beside her, and said that her dad, Sue's dead husband, was there to get her and then passed, like he was there to take her to heaven. And I just hope that's how we go.
Yeah. And see, I've heard of other stories like that right there too. That would be a very nice way to go.
Yeah.
Your dead husband or your dead wife.
I don't have one.
Right, but I'm saying if she was to be dead,
I hope.
if you outlive,
I hope that doesn't happen.
if you happen to outlive her, when you do pass, she just shows back up to take your hand.
Then I know 100% I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
I'm teasing. I know she's watching. I'm teasing.
All right, Lee.
I'm teasing.
You go out, straighten up, girl.
Oh no, she's here for eternity.
Say, man,
I'm just teasing.
if she
100% a joke.
I know it.
100% a joke.
I bet that would be nice. Like that's telling you, I've made it.
Yeah. Well, see, my Nana had said that she'd seen family members before she passed away. So, and then there was, my cousin who recently passed away. He had moments where he wasn't very lucid, and he would talk to angels and Jesus and all this other stuff. Of course, his kidneys were shutting down and his ammonia levels were up, and I guess that's pretty textbook that you kind of talk out of your head once those things start shutting down or whatever. But
and that's why I'm saying I think your mind is the first to go. When you're that body that however you said it, your mind goes first, then maybe your heart or your limbs or something.
I mean, in a natural setting, possibly. But I mean, there are death settings that aren't so natural.
Yeah, like sudden car deaths.
Yeah, then maybe your head isn't the first thing to go.
Because it gets chopped off.
You know, but I mean, there are. I wonder about that stuff. Like I think about that often. Is how that is. There's a movie and it's called Five People You Meet in Heaven. And in this movie, a man he passes away and he meets five of the most influential people in his life, and they all have their own heaven. Like one was his sergeant that he was in Vietnam with, and the sergeant was still stuck in Vietnam and still talked to him like they were in Vietnam. But his wife's heaven was weddings. Like that's when she that's what her heaven looked like, was weddings, new love and old love and everything else. And then like his heaven was, and he had worked at this amusement park on the pier, and his heaven was that amusement park, and he was a custodian there, and all the little kids knew his name. And he actually died saving a little kid on one of the rides. But he was just so happy to go to work there every day and get to see all the little kids. So in that movie, it kind of says that people have their own heaven.
And what I've heard that a lot too, though. Like when you die and go to heaven, you're actually going into your heaven. You know, everybody has their own version of heaven. You know,
I think that the way they explained it was like a temporary space.
yeah.
If that makes sense. Like you got to stay here until God calls you.
Yeah. See, like I'm gonna say historically, you know, when I hear a lot of people talk about heaven, the way I envision it in my head is this massive city where everybody goes, and just, you know, just like right here in Corbin, like imagine Corbin is heaven. It's just everybody all around the world, when they die, this is where they show up, and they live together peacefully. But I've also heard a lot of people say you go to your heaven. You know, whatever that may be, whatever your happy place is.
Well, again, and maybe that's not that's not a permanent thing. You know what I mean? Maybe that is where that last moment of your brain activity leads you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like that last moment of brain activity, that's where you're at until you're called.
And like you said, that last 7 minutes could be an eternity, you know?
Well, I did the math on it. It's if 1,000 years is one day, then every hour of that day is 40 years. So then you break it down even further.
Like 5 years a minute.
Yeah. Well, not really.
Yeah, a little less, but
It's less than a minute, or less than a year per minute.
yeah.
But still, imagine that being that. You know? It's kind of a wild thought.
Yeah, but still, you know, to be able to live a year in your heaven,
Or 7.
and in reality, you laid there for 7 minutes, you know, but a year just went by in heaven before you finally got called. That's deep.
It is deep.
Think about it. Like when you think about it like that, like, man.
Yeah, no, I spent a little bit of time thinking about that today. That's how I could tell you that, 1,000 years equal to a day means every day or every hour in that day is 40 hours long, or 40 years long.
40 years. That's going to be on my mind the rest of the night now. Like, especially now that you brought math into it. I don't know why, but
But no, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about how
Jerko, are you going to tell him Nana is not okay? Who's Nana? One, I don't call anybody Nana, so I don't know who you're talking about. You're going to have to elaborate. I was talking to Dorothy right there.
right. Well, I mean, if prayers for your Nana.
I don't have a Nana. I've never had one. I don't like that word.
Yeah.
I swear I don't. Don't like it.
You tried to make the kids not call me Nana.
I did. 100%. That's how much I don't like it.
Do your kids call her Nana?
Yeah.
So you
'Cause she
do know
forced it
a
on-
Nana.
Because she forced it on them.
Man, I tell you, Nana is a term of endearment in my family.
Well, I don't like it. She forced it. And so what I do is now I've kind of got past it. I've
Leanne's going to be a Nana, in fact.
I've matured to it. Okay, guys, I've matured to the fact that my kids call her Nana. But when I'm talking about her to my kids, I'll say, "Your Mama Dorothy," or something, or so on. And respectfully, they can say Nana.
Right.
I
Say, hey, kids, listen, my mother-in-law, your Nana. I'm teasing. But yeah, no, Leanne's going to be a Nana, and I'm going to be a granddad. That's going to be what our
So no
grandson
papa?
calls it. No, I'm not going to be a papa.
Why is that though?
Because she already has a papaw. Like my daughter has a papaw. So her kids would call her papaw papaw because that's what she calls him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to confuse the kids. This is papaw, not mom's papaw or dad's papaw. This is just papaw. Papaw can be papaw. And mamaw can be mamaw. And my mom is a mammy.
See, I don't care whose side, what side, how many.
It was mamaw in the last name or papaw in the last name.
No, it was just Mama and Papa. No last names, no nothing. It was just, there's my Papa, there's my Papa,
Yeah.
And I didn't do no last names or anything like that. It was just always Mama and Papa, regardless of who you was.
Yeah. I don't know that we'll ever get Daryl Hinkle on the show. I appreciate the comment we've seen. His stuff's went crazy today. Seen the trailer, seen his truck, seen his videos. Feel very bad for Daryl in the situation. Obviously, you don't want anybody to be out of work or whatever. I don't have any sides on that. He's very comical to listen to. I hate that he hasn't got work. I hate that for the lady's trailer. I hate that for his truck. I hate all of it. We reached out to Daryl about coming on the show. They wanted us to do a special show for Daryl because he was only available on Saturdays. And unfortunately, we don't really do special shows for people.
Now that he's out of work, he might be able to do it a Monday or Friday.
So yeah, that's the reason why we haven't got Daryl on the show, because they'd ask us to do a Saturday show, and we don't really do Saturday shows.
Yeah.
But so I guess there's a lot of people like you that have two papaws and two mamaws. We didn't growing up. So it seems like generationally, once one figure is gone, they get replaced by the next generation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, I had a mammy. She passed away. So then when I had a child, my mother got graduated into mammy space. And I had a granddad, and he passed away. And now I'm going to be a grandfather, so I'll take his place.
Graduating. Yeah, I had two mamas, my great mama and my mom's mom. It's a long time ago. When they was around each other, I would say their last names just so they would know who I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Like my Mama Mason and my Mama Marie. If I was talking to my Mama Mason, which I hardly ever did because she was mean, like very mean.
Yeah.
So I would say, Mama Mason or Mama Marie. But other than that, it was just Mama.
We had papaws, mamaws, granddads, nanas, and mammies. We've never had a second generation grandfather because we just don't live that long in our family. But we have had a second generation grandmother. Got one now, and that's a mammy.
Yeah. Well, my Aunt Sunday that just passed away, she was my great aunt. And then there's a lot of generations starting to die out right now. A lot of death in my family's going on right now. Heritage names.
So, guys, we're rounding out to the end of this show. Let's talk about Monday's show. Monday's show, you will see our mini-me's in these seats.
Yeah, so Monday is very special. It's the first, maybe the last.
Probably the last.
Maybe the last. If it goes well, there could be another episode of it later. But our children are taking over.
Sean's not coming, is he?
No, it's just the little kids. Your son Samson, my two little ones, they're pretty much the same age. They go to school together. They're the ones taking over.
So we're going to hear some real deal 8 to 10-year-old conversation happen.
Yes, and hopefully it's comical, because
uninterrupted.
Yeah, because kids can say the darnest things.
Don't call CPS on us. They're probably lying if they say something.
Well, I know Samson, he's pretty vocal on things. My two little ones, they definitely got a mouth on them too. So it could turn out to be comical. Possibly a lot of kid conspiracy talk.
We're hoping so. That's what we're hoping.
Yeah. But Monday, definitely a show that everyone needs to tune into. It's going to be the very first no sugarcoating kids talk.
Yeah, no 6-7. I don't think my kid even really enjoys the 6-7 stuff.
Listen, we'll not bring that up. My little girl's finally quit with that.
Oh, yeah?
I've not heard her say it in a couple days. So, I hope that phase is gone. Hey, there's an idea. Sean can be the one asking the questions. I don't even know why you said that. That's so stupid. Like, Sean is nothing but a pest, an instigator, and that's the last thing we need is Sean trying to narrate stories and ask questions to these kids.
Well, let me just tell you, Sean let out that he ripped one in your face while he was on here.
Yeah, I know. And I don't believe that at all because I'm not a deep sleeper. I would have woke up on that one. So I don't believe that at all. Caden hates it. I don't know what Caden hates. I don't know what she's talking about. He's excited to be coming on the show. So is Sissy. I think Sissy's probably a little more excited than Caden is. While you talk, I know Samson's excited.
He is excited. Guys, we completely understand if you don't watch the show. This is more of a for my wife and Jericho's wife and us, just so that we can just kind of see our kids have fun and something that we created. However, I guarantee that they're going to say stuff that they probably shouldn't say, and that
yeah, definitely mine.
Please be graceful, because I told my son that. I said, listen, they'll call you out, man. If you don't know what you're talking about, the internet will most definitely call you out on any kind of bull crap, because he's been trying to spit random facts at me for a week now. And I'm like, is that true, though, son, or is that just something you heard? Did you actually look it up, or is that just something you heard? Well, Dad, I've seen a video.
Oh, yeah. But talking about our wives, they also have a podcast coming up very soon. On the 19th,
A week after the kids.
On Martin Luther King Day, the wives are taking over. So
the next 3 shows We have the kids taking over Monday. We have Jerry coming on my birthday Friday.
Kentucky.life. Jerry
Kentucky.life is going to be here Friday. And then the wives show is going to be that following Monday. So we've got a lot of interesting conversations fixing to happen. Like, you're fixing to learn a whole lot about me and Jericho, probably.
Yeah. Because, I mean, our kids are going to say things about us. I know our wives are going to say things about us. So yeah, if you just want to get to know us in a deeper level, don't miss them 2 episodes.
Yeah, because we'll probably be embarrassed by what gets said.
He will. I won't. I'll embrace it.
So, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're just going to go ahead and cut the show off at 8:58. Make sure to tune in on Monday, the kids show, and Jerry's show on Friday, wife show on the following Monday. You guys have a great night, and we'll talk to you later.
Life insurance secures your children's financial future, covering their upbringing, education, and daily needs, even if you're not there to provide. Marriage intertwines finances with shared expenses and debts. Life insurance ensures that if one spouse passes, the other isn't solely burdened by these obligations. A mortgage is often a family's largest debt. Life insurance can pay off the remaining balance, ensuring your loved ones keep their home free of that financial burden.